The year was 1939. The average annual salary was $1,800. The cost of a new house was around $4,000, or you could rent a house for about $28 a month. A gallon of gas would set you back about 10 cents for an automobile that you likely bought for $700 or $800. And you'd pay 8 cents for a loaf of bread. Major news events of the year included the beginning of World War II and the opening ceremonies of the World's Fair in New York, featuring Franklin D. Roosevelt as the first president to appear on television. In the cities, you could watch one of the popular films for the year, such as Gone with the Wind or The Wizard of Oz, and radios would croon hit songs such as Glenn Miller's Moonlight Serenade. If you lived in town in 1939, your house most likely had electricity. But if you lived in this area on a farm in the country, your home did not. Work on the farm was done by manual labor. Everyday chores included hauling water, milking cows, chopping wood, pitching hay, and cranking machines like a cream separator by hand. Women cooked on a wood-burning stove and pressed clothes with a wedge of iron heated over a fire.
My youngest grandson, he was asking me the other day, he said, Pawpaw says, what'd you do when you was a boy? And my wife was quick to tell him, said, well, he never was a boy, said he always had to work. And that was pretty much true.
We had to gather wood for the stoves, and we had to heat water for the washing, and there's lots of difference there.
The days were long and the work was hard, but when families weren't working, they found time to have fun with friends and neighbors. They might play games like baseball or a board game like Monopoly or Scrabble, which debuted in the early 30s. Or maybe they'd simply sit on the porch in their rocking chairs and talk, laugh, and enjoy time spent together.
People had socialized a lot during that time, but really you had to find something to do.
We used to get out, find us a young pine sapling, we'd ride that thing to the ground, and we just had worlds of fun.
But life on the farm was about to change with the creation of the Rural Electrification Administration in 1935, which offered federal funding for electrification of rural communities. A series of events was set into motion that forever changed rural America. The formation of cooperatives in other parts of the country stimulated the interest of local leaders such as Clarence Walker, E.H. Lundy, J.L. Robbins, and County Agent J.G. Hudson. On March 10, 1939, the Escambia River Electric Cooperative was born when the incorporators met at the American National Bank building in Pensacola, Florida, to pass the bylaws. This act established the cooperative and made the dream of electrification in northern Escambia and Santa Rosa counties a reality.
We used to have to use ice boxes, and then we got to refrigerators and then washing machines. People had to wash in an old tub, and then we had electric washing machines, and it's really changed people's lives because you got electric lights. You used to have to use lanterns and things like that.
The co-op's first month of operation brought in 88 members. Today, the cooperative has grown to serve approximately 11,000 members in Northwest Florida, with over 1,600 miles of energized line. Many of the dirt roads of the past have now been replaced by busy highways filled with active communities. Most of the area's residents don't even remember a time before electricity.
It's definitely made things less complicated for people to have refrigeration and electric stoves and lights.
Sophisticated technology, state-of-the-art equipment, and highly trained employees allow the cooperative to be a leader in member service, reliability, and innovation for the community. At a growth rate of 3% throughout the system as a whole and 7% in specific growth areas, substantial upgrades to the power system are implemented as necessary. Currently, EREC's generation and transmission facility, Power South Energy Cooperative, is performing an upgrade to the Wide Junction substation from 46,000 to 115,000 volts for increased stability and reliability.
We will be undertaking a solution inside the existing fence to convert the voltage to a higher range to support our members in the distribution lines. From a transmission perspective, if we move forward with the project to convert the transmission system, it will require the change out of all transmission poles and resag of new wire along the right-of-way.
To accommodate the tremendous growth in the Wallace area of Santa Rosa County, Power South is planning a major substation improvement project for power delivery to that community.
Reliability is one of our core values, so when we proceed to convert this, reliability will definitely increase just from going from the lower voltage to a higher voltage. You get more separation between your phases, which leads to a better impulse level to withstand.
Although an independent entity, EREC is part of a national network of cooperatives who rely on one another to share resources, information, and in some cases manpower. This is most evident in the event of a natural disaster, such as a hurricane. The Escambia River sends supplies and assistance to other cooperatives in their time of need. EREC has also been on the receiving end of aid following hurricanes affecting our area.
The most important thing we've learned through the various hurricanes and tropical storms that we've had to respond to, both for ourselves and for fellow co-ops, is my saying that I tell everyone and drill it in: if you don't own it, you can't count on it. During Hurricane Michael, we, of course, were set up for it to hit us. We responded with our equipment and our manpower, our crews, and that was done just next day. We also keep what we call a storm stock, which is material that's kind of off the books, but we got a pile of it that we understood, learned from Ivan, that it takes a while to get a supply channel rolling and stuff coming in. So we were able to supply those other friends with equipment and places to sleep, and we had light sets that you can light up at night and work with. We had a lot of different things that we were able to send them, as well as material, just to get them by those first few days until they could begin to get material rolling in.
In addition to providing safe, reliable, and affordable power, EREC is also committed to building a stronger community. EREC operates a satellite office, as well as the local post office in Walnut Hill, and in Chamaquala. The co-op has a storage facility with plans for a future full-service satellite office in that location. EREC strives to promote economic development in the local area through participation in community organizations, as well as helping to acquire funding for economic development projects. EREC contributes to the schools we serve in the areas of technology, educational support and enrichment, and value-added services. Each year, Escambia River sponsors local high school juniors with a Washington Rural Electric Youth Tour and offers scholarships to high school seniors. We conduct safety demonstrations, participate in career days, provide energy education training for teachers, and lend a hand in other ways to help improve the education of our children. Escambia River is truly committed to being an active partner in education in support of our educational system.
My favorite is fourth grade. We have Safety City, and our kids are so excited with the Safety City. They know that when they get to fourth grade that EREC is going to come in and they are going to set up this realistic dramatization of a city, and they love seeing the sparks fly and learning the safety from it.
Many things have changed since those early days of Escambia River. Conducting business has become more innovative and streamlined. Gone are the old days of a member mailing a postcard to the cooperative to let employees know their power was out and requesting them to see about fixing it the next time they were in that area. Today's technological advances, such as automated meters, let the cooperative know right away that you have a power outage, so that a crew can be dispatched to make repairs immediately. EREC's energy is supplied through the most economic means possible, including a diverse generating mix that includes natural gas, coal, hydroelectricity, compressed air energy storage, and purchase power agreements. The Lowman Power Plant in Leroy, Alabama, has been a flagship coal-burning facility that has met energy needs well since 1969. However, this plant is scheduled for retirement in 2020. Although fossil fuels such as natural gas and coal will continue to be a stronghold of ERC's diverse power generation fuel mix, renewables such as solar and wind have made advancements in becoming a valid part of the generation mix. EREC's power system will continue to progress and move forward to keep our energy distribution on the cutting edge of technological advancements. But the values that our cooperative was founded upon 80 years ago will never change. So let's enjoy all our modern conveniences that electricity and technology have brought us. But don't let the values of long ago slip away. Enjoy that board game with your friends. Have fun chasing fireflies with your kids, and savor a long visit with family on your front porch in the rocking chair. Yes, EREC's mission is to bring you safe, reliable, and affordable electricity. But we also want to positively impact this community by making a difference in people's lives for the better.